French garters, knitted hose and gloves, brass and thread buttons. A journeyman stood sorting through the boxes kept in the compartments of the tall wall cupboard in the far corner. Alyce knew exactly what was stored there and in what order. Glass buttons from Murano, gold thread, silk lace, silver points, fine silk thread from Bologna, and other expensive wares. At one of the tables, another journeyman was berating a young man she assumed was near the end of his apprenticeship, as if he were a green lad. The journeyman turned, taking Alyce to be a customer. Robert Chapman. He had been an apprentice when she left Norwich 12 years ago. As Chapman approached her, recognition lit in his dark eyes. Without acknowledging him, Alyce hurried towards the back of the shop to the stairs leading to the floor above. "Alyce!" her father's voice boomed out as she entered the hall. He sprang up from the settle beside the window and clasped Alyce in a bear-like embrace. Alyce stood still, her arms at her sides, blinking away tears. He stepped back, his hands resting on her shoulders. "Look at you, Alyce. You have grown to be a fine woman." She smiled at him, startled by the compliment. Her father was the same effusive man despite the grey now in his once dark hair and clipped beard, the pouches beneath his smiling eyes. "It is good to have you home at last." "Aye, it is." Her sewing set aside, Alyce's mother had risen from the seat. Alyce stepped forward and kissed her, a dry brush of lips upon her cheek. "I have waited long for this day." Her mother caught her hand and squeezed it. Surprised by her mother's glistening eyes, Alyce could think of no reply. "I trust you had an easy journey." "For certain, it was slow." Alyce forced a smile. "The wagon was heavy laden." "By wagon?" Her mother's eyes widened. "Could Lady Falconer not have lent you a horse and ordered one of her men to escort you?" "Lady Falconer died over a month ago. I was no longer of any use." She looked towards the window, away from her mother, her jaw tight. "I was told to consider myself fortunate I was permitted to travel with her notary as far as Lincoln." "Who told you that?" her mother snapped. "Lady Falconer's nephew, the gracious Sir Christopher." "We would have arranged something more suitable had you sent your message sooner. It arrived only last night. When we heard that a train of riders and wagons were heading towards the town, your father sent Watt to the square." "I travelled in good company. Master Middleton and his wife. They were in Lincoln settling his brother's estate." Alyce's father raised an eyebrow. "I'll wager Maud Middleton questioned you close for the whole journey." "She did not recognize me." "And you did not tell her?" He gave a barking laugh. "That's the spirit." "She knows who I am now, sure enough. Master Middleton recognized me but said nothing until we arrived." "Jack Middleton learnt early to keep his own counsel. News of your return will be spread across the town by nightfall. Maud Middleton will only have to tell her friend that common scold Agnes Hall. She is better than any town crier." He glanced at the gilded timepiece on the cabinet at the end of the hall. "I have a shipment of cloth unloading. We will speak this evening, Alyce." He embraced her again and walked towards the stairs. Alyce followed her mother to the upper floor of the house, to her old bedchamber. The afternoon light streamed through the open window, giving the small chamber an airiness at odds with Alyce's memories. Her mother went to a press opposite the window and opened it. "Eliza, my maid, sleeps in here too. She has made room for your things." She glanced at the pannier Watt had set down beside the curtained bed at the end of the room. "When will the rest of your belongings arrive?" "This is all I have." "But—" Her mother jerked her head, clearly displeased. She took a deep breath, putting the matter aside. "I will send Eliza to help you unpack." "There is no need, Mother. I would like a little time alone. The journey was tiring."